Hello everyone, Mr. Google here, welcome to my new video. Today, something about GTA 5. I wanted to share with you guys how it is on PC. It might be interesting if you already own GTA 5 on your console since 2013. So, considering 2 out of 7 friends that also bought the game where I play with, they have played it before on console and they bought it again for PC. And they do seem to enjoy it, but does that mean you should buy it as well if you already had it? Probably not, or maybe not. It depends on your ideas. But I wanted to share with you guys what's slightly different and what is the same. So let's get out. I'll show you guys. Hopefully you'll see some of the graphics, because YouTube downgrades every video to the visuals of low settings or even worse. But it should still look fine. If I stand still in particularly, you can probably see the reflections and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I'm currently playing with my mouse and keyboard, but in single player, which this is, I like to play with my Xbox controller. You just press this button and your layout over here will, down there, will change to controller layout. So if I want to switch to fighting and shooting, I'll grab my mouse and keyboard again, but for the driving and stuff and to show you guys around, I will use my controller for now. Before I start, I wanted to show the settings I can play with. For now, I'm using a 7950 video card from AMD, which is the same as the R9 280. It's basically a 4.5 years old chip, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm able to play it on pretty high settings, and not the best ones, because you need a very good PC for that. But to play it on normal in 60 frames a second in 1920 by 1080p, you only need a $50 to $60 video card, or euros, which is the R9 215 according to benchmarks. I will link to benchmarks if you guys want me to. Leave it in the comments down below. But I'll quickly browse through the settings, and that without further ado, let's get riding on. I have not changed my advanced graphics, just for the guys who want figuring out what I did with that. I did nothing. So let's get in the car, the fake Audi. They clearly made it look like an Audi and they removed the logos, which is fun. I'm a car dude. I used to work as a car mechanic for 5.5 years. I'm not doing that anymore, but it is really nice, especially the frame rate. I do have the frame rate locked to 60. It is a game where it doesn't really matter to get higher frames than 60, but 30 to 60 is a really big difference. At least it is for me personally. It might be different for you, and you will have to decide if it's worth it for you. The other thing that is really great in this game is the in-game music. Unfortunately, I have to turn it off for YouTube purposes. I don't want to get a copyright strike and get my channel closed. YouTube should really do something about that. It's in the game, and I think it shouldn't be a copyright infringement if I do use music like that. But as you guys can see, it looks pretty cool, and I should have more traffic than on console. I do not have a direct comparison, but it is fun. So let's try to steal a dude's car over there, or something else. That's a nice one as well. It looks faster than mine, but it should be good. So I'm not that far into the game. I'm on 20% or something. I just unlocked Trevor. Wow, that's even a better one, I think. Lamborghini-ish. Thank you. That'll be a cool one.
You motherfucker!
So if you guys are considering this, there isn't that many specific features for the PC version. I think the grass has more details, and I think it has more trees and other stuff like that, more cars. The drawing distance is further, and the frame rate is higher, or at least it can be higher if you have a semi-okay PC. You don't have to have a very powerful PC to play this game properly. As said before, a quad-core processor, which could be an old one, with a semi-decent video card. One of my friends is playing below the minimum requirements video card, and he can still play it pretty good as well. The online features are pretty fun, but the thing where I'm looking out for the most is probably the mods. Because, for example, GTA 4 on PC, there are people out there who actually modded the game to look like the world of GTA 5. So if you're into that, go Google that. You can toy around with that a little bit. Even mod the graphics to make it look even better. But yeah, the game is probably worth it if you're really love the game but you want to kind of play it again with slightly more features. There is one feature though, which is the, how is it called, Rockstar Editor, which can be used to edit your own clips, movies or scenes. So you could basically make it all set up and make some sort of a three-dimensional YouTube video or something. But the most important thing is probably the modding. A good example would be Minecraft, which is basically built around modding. It's up until this day still very popular, and same thing goes for Gary's mod. If you look into Steam, most played games, the very old game is pretty much played by a lot of people. I'm not playing it, but I'm just saying. So hopefully that'll be pretty easy for modders to do that as well. But other than that, yeah, it looks nice. I can play with my controller when driving, which makes it a little bit easier than tapping my A or D button or my arrow keys. The steering and stuff is a lot easier doing it with your controller. So as you guys can see, for example, the reflections are pretty nice. I do not know how that is on console, but it does look nice. Oh, before I forget, it's also a feature on the next gen consoles, but it isn't on the old Xbox and PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. The car models or the first person view, it does look nice. It's not perfect, but it does look nice. All in all, I do think this is a very worthwhile game, especially if you have not played it before. This is a must buy, guys. In this video I just wanted to give you guys a quick look on the game, to tell you guys that I really like it. It really looks nice, I really enjoy it. It's a very big world and you can do whatever. You can go in a jet ski, in planes, in fighter jets, on cranes and all of the other good stuff. And yeah, it's a slight upgrade in graphics and all the other good stuff, but that's basically it for today, guys. If you guys want to see me do some missions or something like that, or a let's play, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you are going to buy this again, or it was perfectly fine playing it once on your console if you have before, because I have not, and I'm glad they finally released it. So as always, thank you for watching, thank you for all the support, especially the very few people that always watch my videos, and leave a like down below, and goodbye, have a nice day.